Good morning. We're here. We're live. Gathering of the Nerds 2025 Dallas. I just had my bagel and I ran into Polo in the bathroom. Here we are. Sixer starting out on attack on MP_Carrington. Both teams looking strong today. I got Sixer throwing that back B nade, seeing if he gets a pick. Let's see what's going on the Allies side. Sixer going for the south peak here. One shot holding that basement area for that basement lurk. Boring guy. We'll switch off of him. Doug holding hole. CTs look like they have their positions up, knowing, going slow here, taking that piano control. Milo back B. He's looking for anything. Let's watch him for a bit, see if he gets a little leg peek. Nades coming in for Milo. Dodged him. No danger there. Up looking to start somewhere. More nades. Milo's reading that well. Doug, we had a brief fight in basement. One shot in that basement position took out that up player early. Up trying to get an opening here. Can't find anything. Nightmare going back. Looks like we're going to be a little hole pop here. Right there, 3 players at a hole. Let's see how Dougski holds it. He hears him. Back to top seller. He's calling him now. Sixer still holding that blank case. Just got man. We don't see the trades come in. Should be end of round here. Sixer back B trying to hold. Polo looking for that lurk. Doug grab a gun. We should see that round over.
Allies eliminated. Axis win.
There we go. Milo with that final cap kill. We really see Up using their traditional play, playing slow, looking for that opening pick. Milo's not going to give it to him. We know that. Milo going back B. This should be an early fight. Let's see how it goes. Doesn't see anything. He's going to pull off of that info. Doug taking that early fight too. He's smarter than that. Nightmare setting up for this nade. Sixer here looking for anything. I really think Up's just trying to get that initial pick, and they're really not giving it to him. You saw some early fights come in. Limited risk envelope on that one. Eth does find Case pounding hole. Eth found Milo back B. That's that opening that Up was looking for. One shot. They move their shotty back B. A little slide over to support that Milo. Loss early in the round. Sees that bottom arch player. Let's see how one shot plays this. Prone under the tank. Doug with that initial kill. Out of hole. They shut it down. They shut it down, everyone. Looks like Up is just unable to penetrate. Doug with that aggressive play right there. Great read from the bricked up guys. You can see even though they lost Milo early on, they're still able to slide in their rotations. Take those early fights. Trump has a little bit of an aggressive stature here. Trump with a good spawn and a Tommy. Let's see if he does anything with it. Spam nades. Looks like 3 spam nades at a hole. Maybe we're seeing a quick hole play from Up. Again, looking for those early peaks. They just don't get them. Bricked Up is playing a passive setup. We have Doug covering that early hole aggression. And here we're going to enter that crawl of duty phase. Not a lot of info gathered. We had Ethics take an early fight into bottom pink and grab that player. Let's see how Bricked adapts. Still have Milo back B. One shot slid over to south. He's feeling something south here. Ooh, we have Up. Prominent position over here under arches. Brick, the dirty German. Take him out. Eth here. There's going to be a fight going down between him and one. Let's see what Eth can do on this lurk. We have Doug holding himself. Last 2 players are south. Moving slowly as always. See if we can trade that right there. 1v3, 6 or 12 seconds left. This should be round over. Moves
Allies
down there.
eliminated.
Dugski slid in
Axis
position.
win.
So far, very strong showing from Bricked Up. They're not giving up those early fights, and even if they are, they're sliding in a less predictable manner. Really taking out that early advantage that Up likes to have. Milo with the pocket Tommy. One shot looks like he's playing somewhat of an aggressive play. No, back to basement. We're going to get off him. No early fight. Let's see what's going on the upside. Seeing if we're seeing a different look. We got Trump trying South Cross. Again, it's that traditional, slow, methodical. Dirty German's been on fire here, holding arches. He's getting a lot of pressure. We had Milo pick the top piano. DG is hitting shots right now. It's hard for Up to really get through. He's fighting one. There you go. Doug to
Allies
support.
eliminated.
DG is really
Axis
doing well in
win.
holding that arches position. And that's a position that has so much pressure on it. You lose arches, it opens up that whole flank, it opens up that mid-court. We got to put resources there when we lose it. So if he's holding that well, it's going to be a tough day for Up on this one. Let's check Milo. Let's see if he's going to take this early fight. Brimming with confidence, right? Milo's 2-2, which is untraditional for Milo. We got an 8-0 out of Dugski here. Let's check scores here. We got Doug 8-0. He's feasting. Next up is DG at 6-1. So you can see that B side tendency that they're leaning towards. They're just shutting that down. DG with another pick, as to be expected, as he's playing that archer's position really, really well. Doug just running around. Let's get some eyes on Doug here. Holding that bottom pink. One-man army. Not playing with a lot of support. He has one shot around him, but he's telling one shot to leave. He says, hey, I got this lurk. I got this read. Whips a shot. He's going to lose that fight. They do have that south house control with that middle lurk. Strong positioning from Up. I would not be surprised if Up finishes this round with a W. As Case crosses into hole, he's pressuring that hole. I would assume we have that teammate. There we go. Eth with that mid lurk, and they're through the back lines. Let's see how Polo's reacting. This is going to be a tough position for Polo. He's got to get one here. He has Case above him. He's got to play this in a really unique way. He kills the south guy. Case is going to drop on him. He kills the planner. Maybe he has a chance with Case. Let's see what they're doing. They know about him. You can see Eth being very methodical. They're making noise up there. Okay, pick. They don't know Polo. They picked up Milo.
Axis eliminated.
As
Allies
not
win.
surprising that Up won that round, right? We saw that early pick from Doug. We saw that south opening. That was that first opening. They were running away from DG because he's doing so well at holding that archer's position. That first opening that Bricked gave him, and they took advantage of that. Case with that top seller pressure was integral to that round. Without that top seller, they're going to sit a guy, spam bomb. DG, arches spam, handles that immaculately, gets into arches. He's this position, he's been really comfortable. I would argue right now, DG is probably most important player in this position in this server. That's the only thing that Up has for that early opening. Let's see how they're dealing with it. Sixer, back B. Milo's not giving him a shred. Nade coming in. Nightmare, he's calling him over. We got our traditional set nades out. That's clear wagon right there. We know we don't have a player wagon, so that's not going to be a danger. One shot playing the most boring spot. Doug picking up hole. DG again. This is going to be that integral fight here. DG gets some, falls off. We're going to see a really strong round. Sixer swinging shots. See how Milo. Okay, that was a whole lurk from Doug. That's Case trying to get out with that shotty right there. We got Milo in support of DG. DG back B. Nightmare trying hole. Here's that top south pressure. He's going to bypass him. That's kind of a unique move. Still has that top south player. Says, hey, I'm going to worry about him later. And we're going to see what kind of looks that we have. I'm making noise. I'm baiting noise. He knows I'm down here. I want that gunfight. I want to see if I can open up. Doug coming over to cheat that south. And Polo just kind of clears him out with that early shot right there. Again, we saw DG. DG is holding up his end of the bargain over at Arches. He is not letting him get through. Eth with that late hole lurk. We've seen it be effective. 2v3, we're not going to see that. South has picked him up. They've called him pink. We're just... There you go. Eth gets traded. Sixer in a 1v2 drops off. Catwalk is here to plant. Let's see how Sixer handles it. We have that top stellar player come out. At that point,
Axis
without that
win.
mid-hole lurk, it's a dangerous maneuver. Like I said, we got up moving into a timeout. At this time, let's review the scoreboard. We have Doug on top 11-1. Doug's important. Doug's holding that hole push. He's top stellar. He is that immediate switch and help guy. He's playing that role really effectively. Arguably, DG is probably the star of Carentan right now. He has not let them get into arches. He has not let them trade him arches. He is calling Milo over to help. They don't have any options on B site, and you can see them discussing that and talking about how do we handle that. One shot, not important now, but when up starts to switch to more of a mid-court push because they're not having that success at B, my theory is one shot's going to pick up some frags there and be important. Milo playing passive, holding his nade, working off that rotation on that DG and Doug Ski call. Not high frags, but if you notice, he's staying alive. Late game, that CT spawn position, very, very important. Polo South, 1-3, not the strongest player right now, but he's giving great info. I see his teammates working with him. Let's see how let's see what up changed, right? We're gonna see Sixer's got a pretty good spawn here. Let's see what type of peak he goes for. He's going for that back B. He's been doing that with routine with limited success, so I'm interested that there's a reason why he's still stuck with that. Again, didn't see anything. Doug Ski top. We already had a Polo pick from South. That was their mid-hole lurk guy usually, that Ethics player. Doug with the piano nade here. That late hole smoke, he's calling that out. Dropped out of that. I would assume one shot is picking up that pink right there. Just kind of jiggling it with the pistol. Polo with that South play. With that South aggressive, they really don't have to commit too much. They're trying that pinky. Here's another one out. Again, as I said a couple minutes ago, one shot going to be a really important player as we start to maneuver through this. We did have Sixer pick up Polo from South. Polo got 2 right there. Don't like that trade, but it needed to happen. Nightmare. Slowly working with this lurk. Great positioning from him. He knows that player's back B. That player back B has ceded a lot of territory towards him. He's going to go in here kind of blind, take that fight. He's not going to win it. Milo's there to back it up. I don't think this goes
Allies eliminated.
And you can see.
Axis win.
Brick did something really interesting. They identified that push early on. They ceded the territory. Fragged 2 members of up. And then continued to cede that territory. So they really were very flexible in their defense. I just don't see possessing. We got that early nade. That's usually that polar player. Bricked up is playing very well now. And we have PG here. Nightmare with the nade on one shot. That's that shoddy. Let's see if they take advantage of that. Nightmare got traded out by Doug. So Doug is, you know, his game plan, I'm going to play with teammates. I'm going to support them however I go. I'm going to take those aggressive picks. We have a push south here. We got Case and Trump baiting the door. Case first in. They heard the player fall off garden. Doug's ready. A site, limited range. Case is going to push that balcony. And we still have that A site player. Polo, unique target acquisition rather than talking to Casey and going with him or peeking that A site guy. He takes that bottom fight solo. Case going to get himself some range here. Let's see. Milo should be, yep, CT spawn. That's his little slide-in spot. And we have DG and Pink. They're just ready to collapse on Case at any moment. DG with kind of that flank south. Little Case doesn't know it, but there's a little opening here. Milo with that favorite of him, that save nade. Let's see how that flank south is going. Yep, DG's in position right there. Here, he's gonna cap it out.
Allies
and
eliminated.
round over. Smart move by
Axis
DG.
win.
Now Case didn't know it. He could have pushed Milo, won that fight, DG's in a 1v1 on the other side of the map, isolated completely from Case here. Sponsored by Gatorade. There we go. Sixer's been a bit of a disappointment on this early pick. If he doesn't get anything here, this is going to be the last round that we're going to watch him. There we go. We got some hole aggression here. Nightmare taking that early fight. Let's see if it's Doug. No, it's not Doug. Doug's feeling his game right now. Working back down south. Polo. Doug and Polo switch positions here. We got one shot. Just kind of holding. Let's see what Case is South Alley. Just shouldering. Again, they're just looking for that early pick here. They fell off that hole aggression early. Everyone's kind of looking at each other, saying, hey, where's our opening? Some tags came into Milo. He's playing that back B position, but they're just not giving him a lot. Milo's playing really, really passive on some of that peeking. And we got a nade and a frag there. Make it 3v5. Up is really struggling to get any type of opening against Brick. And when they do, we're seeing Doug just slide into the block really effectively. We got Doug looking south. Slid over to south, seated top seller to Polo. Polo, you're struggling. You're struggling south. Let me get that ground. You go top seller, a little bit more comfortable, a little less early fights here. Milo spots him coming out of hole here. 2v5.
Allies eliminated. Axis win.
I don't think Up is prepared to work slow. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I just said that. This is a lot slower. We can see that second timeout burned by Case. He's trying to get his squad to get some kind of opening. The only option that I see at this point, they need to slide arches. They need to slide arches fast. They need to challenge DG. They need to make him hit those shots. If DG hits those shots, it's round over. If he doesn't, they have an opening. They have something to fly on. Let's do a little score review during this. We got Dougski holding the top, 16-2. Trump at the bottom, 0-9. Like he hasn't touched a computer since 2005. Trump, you need to get on the board here. You need to do something aggressive. You need to open it up for your team. Case, shotgun, hard position allies. Shut down that early hole aggression. Trade out your whole player. Sixer not grabbing the picks. Up is really struggling here, 8-1. Not untraditional for an allies half. I would have expected at least a round or two. More from Up. They look locked. Polo with that south pick. He has no problem playing that aggression. He's not threatened by his lack of kills early in this, lack of frags early in this game. DG holding that. He did kind of press DG here. Sixer, again, not sticking with the team, not creating that opening. He's really banking on his teammates creating that opening. DG up there. Arches looking down piano. Has a chance to grab an early frag. We saw that back B. Now what does DG do? B boxes. I'm calling him B boxes, Milo. I need you to activate here. He's bottom arch. I'm holding myself. Milo's probably the most important bricked up member on this round. Let's see how he prevails. Still 3v5. He did fall back into his comfort zone. We got Eth up. Eth is kind of that lurk position. He's been playing that out of hole position. He's been playing that south lurk. He's been playing that late piano lurk. He's been somewhat effective in getting frags, but not effective in getting around. So let's see if he opens up something. I do have a player, Dougski, ready to pick up. Sixer has penetrated. CT spawn, back B. This is going to be an issue. Polo shut it down. Again, they're playing that first line, second line, sometimes even 3 lines. Let's watch that. Double kill. There you go. And right there, he's just ready to pick it up. Fight. Duck on it. Trump
Allies eliminated.
Which should be great for his
Axis
2 kills
win.
actually. Very, very important. I challenged Trump to get on the board, and that he did. Team did not turn over that round, but let's see if that can be the start. Almost been 3 kills that round. Came out of that round really strong. Struggled at the beginning of this game, but been playing aggressive south. Let's see how Polo does this peak. He's going to be a fun player to watch because he is feeling his game. He is feeling that aggressive tendency. Going top MG. Been an early scope fight. One of the first that I've seen from Sixer and Milo. Nothing came of it. Sixers. We do have some piano position from Nightmare. Looks like they're leaning a little bit more. They switched to Artie, the Shoddy and Arch. We have a TK come. Nightmare into the Shoddy. And one shot, they ran into the Shoddy. They did not recognize that Shoddy positioning is going to be forward on them. Milo still in that back B location. He's there to see the one shot. He's Shoddy, picking him apart. You know, if I had to put my money on it, Up is frustrated at this point. They haven't gotten just to. I got Sixer and Spawn. I don't need to say much more about that. I don't need to say much more about that. I'm a little disappointed that we haven't seen Sixer go and try to create the opening for his team. I feel like that's what they've needed.
Allies eliminated.
He's really
Axis
comfortable
win.
in those back lines, and this is the time where you really gotta put him under your wing and say, hey guys, it's my job to get this pick. I have the talent, I have the aim, I have the wherewithal. I need to go out and get it, boys. Dugski on top, 16 and 3. He's been a little quiet last rounds. He's really let his teammates kind of highlight the rounds. DG again, as I said earlier, really shut down that arch. They didn't do it last round. They put the Shoddy there. That little bait and switch was great. Doug, early fight, calls him south. Let's see how Polo reacts to this. Not much. We're just going to see him on stairs. Eth with a little faster of a move, right? Not that slow lurk position. He's going to pull off of that. He's going to pull off of that. Case clearing south. Looks like a full-on south push. And then we have that Eth off option in cellar court here. So we're going to see him roll. Top cellar. Case, you got to push him here. He's got to push him. He's not going to. He's going to see that territory. Nightmare with that early pick. First one, we do see one shot challenging. That's a little trade from one shot. Really playing Doug up there. He's playing reserved. He knows they have south. He's going to give it to him. Sixer and one shot, just duking it out. We have a 3v3 here. This Sixer and one shot fight, highly important. Look at your mini map. You're not seeing a lot of activity on that B site. There we go. One shot closes it out with F.
Explosives planted!
That back B player. We're back to a 2v2. They know, Bricked Up knows that whole player is still active, and then we have Planner. Let's see how Dugski, he's playing that top. Let's see where everyone's at. One shot's back rail, and Sixer just grabbed that frag onto Dugski.
Axis
Up should
eliminated.
convert this round, and they do.
Allies
Sixer
win.
Playing those back lines effectively. Unfortunately, it's not going to matter too much. 10-2 half. Trump at the bottom, 2 frags, Case, shotgun, hard roll, Nightmare F, 4-5, F6 coming in 11-2. Bricked, pretty good scores, good team scores. Milo, is surprised, only being 6 and 6. What that tells me, we're playing conservative, we're playing around our teammates, we're not over peaking. I think they're doing a really effective job as a team, sponsored by Gatorade. Interested to see how Milo starts this round. Really good spawn. Let's see what type of early picks he grabs. This is going to be the player to watch on Ally's side here. Goes out wide, sees that arch player. There you go. Grab it. That's going to open everything. Eth is not even going to react to that kill. He's holding the hole. We have Nightmare bottom. One shot. They've just taken arches. I hate to say it, but this round is... Eth not reacting. And we saw Milo come in. Frag the scope that traded. Eth has to react to that pick a little earlier. Back B. Eth did grab one here. They didn't let that bomb get down. It looks like Up still hasn't vacated top cellar. They're really... Oh, Eth saw him, but he's not going to my call it. We have Nightmare coming down into smoke here. He's going to start battling arches. Let's see how he does. We do have players top arches for bricked. Nightmare should be fighting them shortly. Polo jumping out of arches and pushing top stellar late. We have a 1v3 shoddy in arches. They're just going to play containment at this mode. Milo has long bomb plant. This round is all but sealed. Let's see how Nightmare plays around.
Axis eliminated. Allies win.
Heavily. 3 guys looking at him. Couldn't get out. They didn't handle that retake effectively. I think we move over a little bit to that back B earlier after that initial arches peak. That really hurt them, and they seem to be really struggling on attack right now. Dubsky, they're just going to keep gas to the gas pedal. He's with Polo. Trade team activated. Hey, I see him south. I'm throwing a nade. Let's take our ground. We got one shot with them. They got 3 players. 2 players there. I see Milo. Yep, holding down flank. Trump. I'm not seeing a lot. They just now splits out. Sixer missing a shot. That trade team's out there. Sixer's going to have an issue with that, and he does. He does. We have 1 shot still up top in a forward position. He's going to play that same kind of role that you saw Casey playing. I'm going to cross the catwalk, I'm going to pressure top cell. They don't have anyone top cell. They have a bottom arches player. They have, yep. I can just say, they have Trump top stellar. He was watching his stairs. He really wasn't providing a lot of help. We have that bomb going down. 1 shot. And
Explosives planted!
Last one. Doug just making that play on back B arches. He's watching himself with the bomb down 50 seconds. This is really going to allow Bricked Up to
Axis eliminated. Allies win.
This game is all but shot. Dubsky had talked 22-5. No surprise there. We all know what talent he's bringing. Surprising, Milo's a little low on the frag count. They haven't needed him. We see good team play, 12-12-12. Finishing up Bricked Out. Again, Upspin just a little lost. On the it's just starting a little early. Milo going top scope here. See if he does anything with it. I don't think he's going to get a peek. I think we're seeing a lot of demoralization come up. Broken. They broke them. Oh, Sixer with a rare pick. Okay, FX. We like that. We like that. Good positioning. Still in those back positions. Polo's been a player to watch. Lighter on the scoreboard, but he could get some advantaged positions. He's really trying to sniff out. Remember, he has Nightmare down in that bottom basement here. There you go. Nightmare's gonna feel it. He's gonna hear those footsteps. He's gonna peek. He's gonna swing. He's gonna damage him for life. Dubsky here in a 4v1. Sees Case hang out.
Allies eliminated.
Nothing there.
Axis win.
Trump effectively. It's good to see Trump on the board with another kill. He has been struggling. That Allies half was a nightmare. All right. Milo going for that south pick. We did see a scope fight. One of the first. They're not going to match up this round. They're offset on map. Milo's going for that pick. He had that spawn. Let's see if he grabs it. Eth is taking that spot at that back B. Milo fragging if he overextends. Polo moving into mid-court here. Good positioning. He knows South MG is clear from his teammates. He knows Eth watches this. They're really prodding that South Sixer has to slide over. Doesn't surprise me that DG gets that first pick. They had 3 players around that South area. Up having no help. Sixer on those back lines, holding that Dubsky hold. DG has, ooh, he almost took it. Up reacts really effectively. Polo just has to sniff out Nightmare here in the basement. He's playing that basement effectively, which he does with 0 issue. Milo still posted for that Sixer response. He sees it. He can call it for Polo. He just can't do anything with it. They said, hey, we're going to go top stellar here. We're going to clear Trump up. That's going to put us in a 2v2. If things go well, And from there, we're going to be able to make that decision on that back fence guy. Milo here, he's really trying to sniff out that back fence. Polo's alone. They don't have the trade set up. I don't know if they want it. I don't know if they have the resources for it. Milo's hesitant. And Six is going to pick him up.
Allies eliminated.
And Trump holds his
Axis
well right
win.
So what we saw that round, we saw that development of that South hit. It just didn't formulate how we thought it would. Score is 12-4 here. Still a long shot on up, turning this over, but getting that round from step number 1. DG, Doug, they look like they're doing more of a B play here. Let's see what their B setup is. We have 3 players on the B side, some spam nades coming in. Sixer's going to call those nades. He knows there's some resources. He's going to get a 92 hit, no satisfaction of the kill, and Sixer's really shut him down. Cases. Sixer player to watch right there. One shot, pushing into arches. Milo almost had a team nade. He says, hey, we lost 2. We're still going to get that bomb down. That's our KPI. We have Trump spamming from top. Nade's going to get him off a bomb here. Milo's just looking for a little smoke walk. He's not going to see anything. They're not playing.
Explosives planted!
They're going to let him get bombed down. They're going to retake as a team. One shot in a really tight fight. If this fight goes in one shot's favor, we could see the round turn to bricked up. Instead, he's going to cede that fight, which is going to allow up to condense their team and attack in a proper manner. We already see that with Eth forward positioning. One shot did win that fight. He won 2 up. He got 2. There's an argument there that up misplayed that. They were a little staggered. They shouldn't have been. Eth on that flank. One shot. It's all up to him. See how he handles it. We have one guy front MG, one guy bottom arches. A shotty up close, and Eth is going to finish it through smoke. Really tight. I think that one shot did that really well. Could have closed out that round. That first shotty did not go in his favor. So, a little bit of a bungled retake, surprisingly.
Explosives diffused. Axis win.
Right there, that's that 2K. Fantastic shotty play from him in that strong position. Sixer again, that star of the round, got 2 kills. Really shut down that early Arch's positioning. Let's see if he's feeling his game a little bit more, taking some of those early fights. We're still seeing that B lean from him. No, he did. He wanted it. They weren't going to let him have that. Milo with that Arch's play. We're seeing that 3, that 4 on B tendency. They realize slowly that. Gonna get auto climbed into shotty. Nightmare holding it down. Shut down this round for him. Without that bottom Arch's positioning, up loses this round. Very strong to put the shotty there. Very strong to identify, hey, we're going to have issues if we're not going to stop that initial rush. So fantastic on that. Milo with that late lurk south. Polo just going to give another one to Nitro. Nightmare. And we got a 1v4 coming from Milo. If anyone can do it, he can. They're not going to give him, being this down this much, they're not going to give him a lot. So
Allies eliminated. Axis win.
Little score check. I'm tired of casting and I want this game to end. Please finish it. I have a big Alright, Dugski here. We're seeing that south push. They really leaned away from B here. Milo in that forward position with team, not one to be afraid to go. Nightmare has gotten fragged by that reverse hole. He's sure to be screaming at a teammate who had me covered. I took a risk, and it fell on my face. Again, lack of reactions is what I see from him. He is not reacting. We have 3 frags coming in with sincerity, and that should be the end. That back positioning, they have him gunned down. One shot's going to trade out that bottom cellar. Let's see who our last one is. It is Trump top cellar.
Axis eliminated. Allies win.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to concede our bricked up versus up game. I'm going to eat my bagel. I'm going to enjoy this